Hi, Karen here, Karen Hedler from stampingbees.co.nz. Welcome back, lovely to see you. I'm not sure if you're aware, but New Zealand has had trouble with customs not accepting or letting through our products from Stamping Up. And we've had to wait, well I know I've had to wait for nearly 2 weeks for my box of highly anticipated goodies from the new live catalogue. So last night when it arrived, I was so excited to be able to get everything out, have a look and have a little play. Obviously I can't play with them all at once, though I wanted to, but today I'd like to share with you something from the Pressed Petals Suite, one of the ones I really wanted to get. Mind you, I think there was quite a few I really wanted to get, but this is stunning, of course, and I would like to share it with you, so I hope you enjoy. Today I am focusing on the Pressed Petals Suite. I'm using a few elements from here and some from other suites as well. This is on page 72 to 74, and today we'll be using the 3D Scripty embossing folder. I have also, just to show you what we're doing, I'll be introducing you to the Pressed Petals journal and some of the gorgeous Pressed Petal Specialty Designer Series paper, which is here. Now just to show you, I'll just pop that over there, what this paper is like. Absolutely beautiful as always. As I say, I have a real crush on designer series paper at the moment. We'll be using this sheet here, and on the reverse side there is wood grain, which I absolutely love. Now there is so many choices, and the reverse sides, as always, are just as beautiful. Look at these gorgeous cornflowers. Look at the blue. Look at the blue in here, absolutely stunning. So as I say, we'll be using this sheet today and the Rococo Rose colour. I'll just pop that over there and I will show you what we'll be doing. As I say, this is the journal, and I have decorated the front using one of the flowers and the reverse side of the wood grain. And I've used the in colour linen ribbon, and these are beautiful elements from the Peacock Suite. So today it won't be the journal, but every good journal has to have a bookmark, and this is what we're going to be making today. Inside the journal, each page, just before I leave the journal and go on to the bookmark, has something on it, either a picture, some script, motivating words, find the beauty in the everyday moments. Today I am grateful. Each page you can either write in or draw and leave it in, or it does come with a serrated edge here so that you can pull it out and pop it in your fridge or in another journal that you may be creating. And also it has a light embossing, I don't know if you can see that, a light embossing on the front and the back, just there. I've actually sponged the edges with the Rococo Rose. So we'll just pop that aside, and this is the bookmark. Basically, it's a mini option of the journal cover, just to match with the journal. So I've popped the measurements in the introduction there, but I've cut out this from Crumb Cake, 5 by 11 centimetres. So I'll pop that up there, 5 by 11 centimetres. Now I have used the punch here, the detailed trio punch, to round off the corners. And we'll do the other side. So the other punch that I've used for this is a new one out called the Delightful Tag Topper. Sorry, not detailed. Delightful Tag Topper. Beautiful edge there. And I'll just pop that in all the way up to the top. Isn't that gorgeous? Just gorgeous. Now I have run that through, just close that up. I have run that through the Scripty embossing folder. Now, as you know, we're still waiting for the new Big Shot Stamping Up version. And so the new embossing folders are slightly different from the old embossing folders in their thickness. So I just had a play around and I found that using the magnetic platform and just one plate on top worked perfectly. And I just popped this crumb cake in here and ran it through. Now I won't show you how to do that because you all know how to run something through the Big Shot. Pretty simple, and it does shake the table quite a bit, so I have prepared something earlier. So this is the tag that has now had the topper on, the corners rounded, and the script embossed into it. Now I am going to sponge around the edges. I'll use a little bit of scrap paper for this as well. Now with sponging or anything when you're colouring, it's always best to start light and then increase your darkness to what you desire, because you can go darker but you can't go lighter. So just start off the edge of the card and move in. I've just gone around the edges and then lightly done the inside. Actually, I've gone a bit darker than I probably wanted with explaining, but that's all right. You will just lightly cover. Most of the middle is going to be covered anyway, but just give it a light. Just really makes those words pop up. And then I'll just do the edges a little bit. This is so quick and easy. And you can obviously cover your journal with any of the papers or stamping if you so desire, and then match your tag. Now what I've done, I've pre-cut these, but I have put the measurements up. This is 7.5 by 1 3/4 strip, and I'm going to use this script, and this is from the Very Versailles stamp set, which is on page 113. I just love it. I just couldn't wait to get these stamps. And as I say, I've had to wait extra long because of customs here in New Zealand. There is a lovely perfume one as well that sort of matches in with this style. Of course, I got that one as well. So I've used the script from this, and I've just used that in crumb cake. So I will stamp that off though, because I don't want it too dark. And that matches in with the script embossing folder. So I'll just stamp that off a bit and stamp that on there. Those over there. Now I have roughed up the edges of that and the wooden paper, just to give a little bit of texture. A bit crooked here, so just a little bit with your scissors. Once again, it's just to your taste. You may not like this rough look. You may prefer to have it flat. So you can choose to just leave it flat. There's no right or wrong. So just lightly with your scissors, just run around just to break up the edge a little bit, just to soften it. And then I have used the crumb cake again, just to go around the edges. Just dab it lightly. Once again, just lightly, and you can always go darker if you want. It's very subtle. And on the wood grain paper, just takes away the white of the edge a bit. Brilliant. So pop that over there. As I say, this is very quick and easy to do. So bringing back the tag, I've just used the washi tape that comes in this set. Now you can just sort of estimate how long you want that. It's no, oops. I just sort of ran that down. Just cut it off. And then we just glued the Rocco rose on to there. I say nothing is exact, and a little bit of glue on there. So just roughen up those edges a little bit more. Now, with the flower, as I say, I've used these flowers, and I don't know if you're aware, but if the easiest way to cut out, or to fussy cut as we call it, is to cut out your shape or flower or whatever it is that you're wanting to cut out, so that you can, instead of moving the scissors around the shape, you move the paper. So you just spin the paper around, and that just makes it a lot easier to cut out. Now, I'm sure you don't want to watch me cutting this whole flower out, so once again, something that I've prepared earlier, a pre-cut flower. So we'll get the glue, just a little bit. My friend always thinks I put too much glue on my projects, but there'd be nothing worse if it came adrift, I always feel. Pop there. As long as you don't put it too close to the edge and it oozes out. Now, the other, I think I introduced you to this in my last video, but the well-said framelets, well-written framelit dies, 148534, have got so many options in here for words, so many, and of course reading them off the dies is very difficult, so I did cut out, and you could just take a copy on your printer or whatever's easier for you, but I have got here everything that is on the inside, the words, so I know exactly what words there are at a quick glance, which makes it a lot easier. And today we're going to use the love from there, and I am just going to sponge that a little bit with the Rococo Rose. So again, make sure I get the right side. Don't want to be putting brown on there. It wouldn't matter that much, but just gently. Hope I'm not going out of shot all the time. There we are. Just very lightly. Don't you love this new colour, this Rococo Rose? Just my kind of colour. You see my nail polish, well, it's a bit brighter than that, but tend to always go in with a different, I'll have something different, and then I always end up having pink. So, well, most of the time. I do branch out occasionally, but I do like all the different shades of pink. So just a little bit of glue on here. Pop that there. Right, and then this linen ribbon, this is also in the in colours, all the 5 in colours, and this is the Rococo Rose. This is about 8.5 centimetres long. You've got plain linen on one side and then colour on the other, the scalloped edge. So I'll just fold that over. And pop that through. About there. Just cut the top off a little bit. Now I've used the green linen ribbon, which is getting a bit low, from the Magnolia Suite, just to do a bow on there. Probably cut way too much, but I like to have the ends. I find it quite hard to tie a bow if I've done it too short. So I like to do a good length. Now what I tend to do, so that I don't have to keep pulling it all the time, is tie a knot to keep that firm, and then do the bow. Took me a long time to learn how to tie bows. Once I started stamping, I must admit, it was very elusive tying the perfect bow for my project, but seem to be a bit more practice now. That's just the way I found that I like to do it, and then you just sort of play around with it until you're happy with the size of it, and cut the edge, as I said, way too long, but that's all right. Now we're just going to decorate the rest of the tag. So I have got my glue dots here, and I'm using these from the Bird Ballad Suite. So as I said, I've mixed up quite a few of my suites with other elements from other suites, but that's what it's all about. It all mixes and matches and looks perfect, whatever you do. I'm just going to grab the little bow and then just put this And if I put this down and then put what I want on top, it's easier. Right. So if you're looking for something to make quick and easy for someone, a little gift to go in their card even, or those little journals are only about 13 New Zealand dollars, $13.95, something like that I think. Very inexpensive, but so gorgeous. And then I have used, from another suite, the Noble Peacock Rhinestones. This comes with, they have the stunning blue, purple, pink. It's just glorious colours. I just have this real thing about this. I think it may be something from my childhood, but gems like this and these stunning colours really attract me. So today we're going to be using the pink ones, and I'm just going to pop, I'll probably just use 3 small ones I think, because we're not very big here. And so I'll be, oops, I usually have my little pokey tool, my all-time favourite, because as I say to everybody, I may have nails, they look good, but they're not, oh there it is, they don't actually do much. I can't pick anything up. So I'll just pop that one there. And there you have it. Quick, easy, and stunning. So don't forget to watch my other videos, and please like my channel, would be really appreciated, and please feel free to write any comments. Thank you so much. Have a great day and happy crafting.